let's say we got y equals u dot v, where u and v can be anything. Then according to the product rule, if I want to differentiate this thing, dy over dx, it will be u on its own, differentiate the v, dv over dx, plus, that's always going to be plus, v on its own and differentiate the u, du over dx. Now let me just give you an example of the product rule, and then we can have a look. So for example, so let's put it to, let's say y equals x cubed 4 minus x to the power half. Now we need to actually differentiate that one. We cannot multiply the x cube inside. So we need to actually use the product rule. To do the product rule, what we need to do is we need to assign them use and v. So what we're going to do is we will say u equals x cubed and v equals 4 minus x to the power half. Now I got the u, but I need du over dx. I need to differentiate that bit. Now differentiate this one. Differentiate with respect to x. You will get du over dx. And when you differentiate that one, that will be 3x squared. 3 comes out, reduce the power by 1. Yes. Now this is u. Now I need to differentiate that one. That will become a dv over dx. And when I differentiate, let me put d over dx. I do the long way. When you differentiate this bit, this will become the power comes out, reduce the power by 1, 4 minus, 4 minus x to the power half minus 1, and then you differentiate this bit as well. You need to differentiate that bit, which is 4 minus x. Okay, so when I simplify, the half is a half, that becomes a 4 minus x to the power minus half, because half minus 1 is that one. When you differentiate that one, d over dx of 4 is just a 0, d over dx of minus x is just a minus 1. So minus 1 and half multiplies, it's going to give you minus half, and then you have 4 minus x to the power that bit. Now this is your dv over dx. You have du over dx, you have dv over dx. Now the next thing you need to do is, put it in this formula. Put it in this formula. Okay. What's the u? U is x cubed. Instead of u, dv over dx. dv of dx is this, minus half 4 minus x to the power minus half. That's that one. Plus v. What is v? v is that bit. 4 minus x to the half, and du over dx, which is 3x squared. You can rearrange that one. When you rearrange, this minus half comes out, so that would be minus half multiply by x cube, that becomes a minus x cube over 2, bracket 4 minus x to the power of negative. This is plus, and that's it's the best thing to write that one is write a 3x squared 4 minus x to the half. That is going to be your dy over dx. Answer. Now, if you want to simplify the answer, like this is in two different terms, you want to write the answer in one single term. To do that one, this is what you need to do. This is minus x cubed over 2. That this power is negative, so negative half. You can move it down, you can bring it down and make it positive. So that becomes a positive half. Plus 3x squared. And then you got 4 minus x to the power half. Okay, that's it. Now what you need to do is, the reason I bring this one down is because this is a negative coefficient. This is a negative coefficient. You move it down, it becomes a positive. Yeah. Now I want to actually make that into single term. If you have a look, I want to make the denominator same. So if you have a look here, this bit is 2 bracket 4 minus x to the power half. On this side, the denominator is just a 1. The denominator is just a 1. Invisible 1. So I need to actually multiply and divide with that bit on that side. So if I multiply and divide, I put this thing 2 bracket 4 minus x half. And here, if I put 2 bracket 4 minus x half there, then what I can do is, because now the denominator of the both terms becomes same, I can just draw a line and I can just write that one 2 bracket 4 minus x, and I can just add the one that's on the top. Minus x cubed is on the top here, plus 3x squared, which is here. This is 4 minus x. Okay, before I do that, 4 minus x, this 2 is here, so I can multiply this 2 with that 3. So I can do that one here, 2 times 3. Yeah. Now this 4 minus x is to the power half, and then there's another one, 4 minus x to the power half. Because they are exactly same thing in the bracket, I can add the power. So that will become 4 minus x half plus half. Half plus half is going to be 1. So I can actually put the 1 here. Actually, for 1, we don't need to write the 1 as well. So that will become this. Now, if I simplify that bit, this is minus x cubed plus a 6x squared, because 2 times 3 is 6, bracket 4 minus x. Denominator will remain the same, 2, 4 minus x to the half. Now we can do one more step after that one. We can open this thing. That becomes a minus x cubed plus 6x squared times 4 is 6 times 4 is 24 x squared, and 6x squared minus x is minus 6x cubed divided by 2 bracket 4 minus x power half. Yeah, and that will be my answer. I cannot do anything. So this is your answer in a simplified form. That's your dy over dx. Okay. When you try to differentiate this question with the product rule, obviously there is no other way. The other way to differentiate is if you do 1 plus x to the power 5, you just like expand this one. It's going to be quite a long, big expansion. And then you multiply with 2x, and then you can simply differentiate. But that's a very long method. So now in this case, what we're going to do is we are going to consider something u and something v. Up to you which one you consider u. So in this case, we assume let u equal 2x6. That's the u. Now I need to differentiate. So you need to find the differentiate with respect to x. So you need to find du over dx. Du over dx of that one is going to be anyone?
12x to the power 5.
Yeah, 2 is there. Power of the x reduced by 1, but this 6 should also come out like this. Yes, and that will become 12x5. Yeah, so du over dx is 12x5. The power comes out and reduce the power by 1. Okay, this 2 is a constant. It's called the constant rule. It remain outside. So there is another video for the constant rule. You can have a look. Okay. Now the other bit is v. So for the v equal 1 plus x to the power 5. So I'm going to apply the chain rule here. So that will become a dv over dx. Power comes out, reduce the power by 1. That will become 5. So that will 5 minus 1 is 4. Then differentiate this bit, 1 plus x. And you know differentiation of 1 is just 0 and differentiation of x is just a 1. So we can ignore this bit because the plus we can ignore. If that was a minus, that would be minus 1 and we have to consider that one. So we got dv over dx is 5, 1 plus x to the 4. So now I have the u. I have the u. So I have the u here. I have the dv over dx. I have the v. And I have du over dx. So I have all these bits. So I can just pick it up and put it in this equation to get an answer. Okay. So u is 2x6, 2x to the power 6. And then dv over dx is that thing. So this dot is multiplied. Yes, that dot is multiplied. 1 plus x to the power 4. That's that one done. Plus v is 1 plus x to the power 5. And then du over dx is 12x. 12x5. Okay. Let's see how much we can simplify. 2x6, this 2 and this 5, I can multiply. So that becomes a 10x6. And 1 plus x, 4. Plus this 12x5, I can write 12x5 here. Doesn't matter how I write. You can write before or after. 1 plus x to the power 5. Now I cannot multiply that inside, and I cannot multiply that inside. But what I can do is I can simplify. Let's do one simplification. Okay, I see what is common between these ones. This 10 is actually 2 times 5. Yeah, I can write that one. This 12 is 2 times 6. So it means the 2 is common here and the 2 is common here. So I have to take the 2 common. If I take the 2 common, yeah, let me just write it. So 2 is common. So this one becomes a 5. That becomes a 5 because 2 times 5 is 10. Yeah. Now, if you have a look, this is a x6 and this is a x. This is a x5. So which means I can take the x5 common. If I take the x5 common, this will become just an x. Because there are 6 x's. I've taken 5 x's common, like it was x times x times x times x times x. Now this is 1 plus x to the power 4. I can take that one common. And now nothing left, 1 left. So this will become just a 5x plus that will become just a 6, 1 plus x. See, if you multiply, you will still get the same answer. So I'm just factorizing. So here I have just factorized that bit. Now the outside one, you cannot do anything, so you can write it as it is. And that becomes inside one, you can simplify 5x plus 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times x is 6x. So if I do that one here, that will become 2x5 bracket 1 plus x to the 4, and that is 5 plus 5x plus 6x is 11x plus 6. This is your answer. So this is your dy over dx.